solar-powered lights in Timor-Leste, tippy-tap hand-washing stations in Africa, floating schools in Bangladesh. What do they all have in common? They each came about because of foreign aid. Foreign aid is when one country helps another by providing things like money, food, medicine, shelter, or even expertise.
Responding to natural disasters and health emergencies, it's all about helping our neighbours.
This is Mel, and she works for the Australian Medical Assistance Team, providing help to hospitals and patients in other countries during times of crisis. Her most recent trip was in December last year, when a huge earthquake struck Vanuatu.
When we arrived in country, we supported and worked alongside the staff in the Villa Central Hospital. Just the relief on their faces when we walked in to help them so that they could focus on their families and finding their family members to see if they were safe.
Right now, Australia is providing foreign aid and development assistance to 120 countries around the world.
It's in our interest to have safe and happy countries around us. And it's also our moral obligation. I think that if we're fortunate, then we should try and help those who are less fortunate than us.
But the biggest foreign aid provider in the world? Well, for a long time, that has been the US. Its role as a world leader in foreign aid started after World War II. America's economy was left in pretty good shape, so it gave out billions of dollars worth of loans and grants to help European countries rebuild.
We can act for our own good by acting for the world's good.
But it wasn't just about being a good neighbour. It helped the US create relationships with other countries, which gave it political influence and advantages in trade, helping it to become a global superpower, which is one of the reasons why so many people were shocked when this happened.
President Trump ordered a freeze on all foreign aid.
Aid programs across the globe are shutting down.
US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order pausing most foreign aid for 90 days. People who work for the US Agency for International Development, which distributes that aid, have been sent home, even the ones working overseas. The president has accused USAID of misusing government money and wants time to look at its programs and workers to see where money could be saved.
The USAID is really corrupt. I'll tell you, it's corrupt. It's incompetent and it's really corrupt.
But aid workers say the decision has already had a big impact on people who rely on USAID.
Staff from the NGO International Rescue Committee came and ordered the hospital here to shut down immediately. All of the patients were told to go home, but some patients who needed oxygen support later died.
Some say the decision could also potentially impact America. For example, foreign aid can stop diseases from spreading around the world and can make countries more politically stable, which reduces the risk of war. Plus, reducing aid could reduce the political power of the US and increase the power of other countries.
Trump is saying he will probably retrench from Africa, doesn't see Africa as a priority. For China, Africa is a number one priority.
Some organisations have now filed a lawsuit saying the funding freeze is illegal, and no one really knows what's going to happen next. As for Australia, well, the government says its position on foreign aid hasn't changed.
We're just going to get on with our job of helping partner with the Pacific countries and countries in Southeast Asia to help them grow their economies.
It's really important for us to help each other out. So if there ever becomes a time where Australia needs foreign aid, our neighbours will be there and willing to help us like we do help them.